Alright guys, so we're going to start out this workout, or this video, with a little voiceover workout. So I haven't even worked out with Nick, probably for months honestly, but he was doing legs today, I was doing legs, so we did a little bit of a partner workout. So started out with some squats. The last couple of days, by the way, came down with like a little virus or something. I haven't been sick since I've moved down to Texas. So trying to get over that. The lifts the last couple of days have just been rough. So I can tell like the weight I'm pushing around is a lot less, but today I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm not gonna go crazy heavy on squats, but we started out with some types of pyramid squats. Nick started with 315, so I did the same thing. I actually did something a little different this time. I started with 315 for 3, and then each set I was going, I would do one more rep each time. So then next set 4 reps, the next one 5 reps. I'm not gonna show you every single set, but just this to get a lot of blood in the muscle, kind of get warmed up, work on my form. Just wasn't feeling, because lately when I've been coming in and doing squats lately, I'll go in there and just try to push almost as much weight as I can for 2 or 3 reps, trying to get to, the 575, 580 squat. I'm in probably the mid 5s right now for a 1 rep max, but still trying to push it. Just want to keep upping it, but wanted to come in here and change it up a little bit, just get the blood in there, feel the muscle out again. Kind of get my cardio up, just getting out of being sick, but that's what we started with. Nick did something similar. He didn't pyramid up like I did. So then the next exercise we went into leg extensions, and whenever I take endo pump on leg day, I'm doing leg extensions, my legs get so pumped. That's probably when I noticed that supplement the most. So all I did there was 3 sets, 10 reps. Just my legs were absolutely filled with blood after that. So then after that, third exercise, nothing crazy again, leg curls. Lying leg curls, did 8 reps on this, and I try to control the weight on the way down. It's sometimes, especially when you're going a little bit heavy, it can be tough, but I'll try to do that and then completely accelerate, control the weight back down. So 3 sets, 8 reps there. And then the 4th exercise, doing something a little different. This was Nick's idea. So kind of like a RDL, Romanian deadlift, but elevated on a bench with a cable. We used the full stack 200 pounds. Felt pretty good here too. So the form can be a little bit different, but honestly what I'll think of, I keep my back straight and just push my butt out. So when I do that, come all the way down then, feel it in my hamstrings, feel it in my glutes. So that was good to switch up. I'll probably feel it tomorrow too. I'll be pretty sore, but then to finish it off, we did some calves. Calves I need to do more of lately because I don't have a lot of them, but I actually can't do the seated calf machine. My calves just cramp up. I have never been able to do them since I started lifting. So I did standing dumbbell, just simply coming off the floor, 15 reps. Honestly, that's probably the calf exercise that I feel the most, and it's so simple. So that was the workout. It was good lifting with someone again. I'd like to do it a little bit more often, but I felt great. Starting to feel not as sick anymore. Hopefully can push out a few more videos, but we'll get some post-workout food. Might even hit up Chipotle. All right, so workout complete right now. Something just came in. We've been waiting for it for like 8 weeks. I forgot we totally ordered them, but I'll show you guys. Been waiting for these forever. Finally, they're here. All right, so excuse the bulked up body right now. Full bulk mode. But this is what just came in. Professional looking BPN collared shirts. So these are awesome. One of these, started thinking about these like 3 months ago, just because we're doing more like trade shows and fitness expos and more like sales meetings right now. It's just getting a lot more like professional with wholesale and stuff like that. So for meetings, just to go into like, I don't know, different places of work and stuff like that, you can always wear these now, sales calls and whatnot. So something that we thought we needed, a lot more professional than just a t-shirt. They're not for sale, just me, Nick, and Joe got them. So love the way they turned out, great fit. Wow.
Because as soon... Oh, don't touch that.
I haven't had Chipotle.
Hey.
I haven't had Chipotle since Nam.
Look what I got.
What is that?
Queso.
Didn't you just see the meme on Chipotle's queso?
Oh, wow, what is it?
Something on Barstool. It was like, they were making fun of another team and they said they like Chipotle's queso, so supposedly it's not that good. We'll see.
I'm not gonna lie, this is the most poorly wrapped burrito I've ever seen in my life. She had trouble putting it together, so she kind of just like shoved it in the tinfoil. And I looked at it, we made eye contact, I was like, I see what you're doing here.
So like I was saying, I literally just saw a meme on Barstool that they were making fun of Chipotle's queso. I've never had their queso, I just tried it. It's okay. Honestly, I think...
Their chips always taste stale.
Got a burrito too, but I think Freebird still kills it. Freebird's takes the cake. Haven't been there for a while though. So this is why I know I never go to Chipotle anymore. The burrito doesn't stay wrapped. No taste. Queso's not good at all. Guac's pretty good, but I don't know. I just think Freebirds crushes it.
Is this wide angle, man?
Yeah, you're focused.
Man focus? That Spalding plug. Shooter!
So since the last video, you guys have not seen, I don't think, the basketball net. So every day, 3 games of horse at least. I probably have beat Joe twice so far out of about 90 games. So still working on my shot. We'll just shoot one for the camera right here. Oh! I like to give you guys updates on our business in my videos, and since the last video where I talked about business, something we're sending out right here, this big package, it's samples for an Egyptian distributor. So one thing that we want to get into is international distributors. So not just retail accounts and stuff like that around the country, this country, but getting into big distributors. They'll place big orders, huge orders, probably like twice or 3 times a year. So main countries we're going for, Egypt wasn't really on our radar, but that one now. And then the UK we need to get into. We got to get one in Australia especially. That's a big market. And there's another, Singapore. Surprisingly, Singapore is a huge market. So that's just one thing. That's like the next step for us because we're doing really well with direct to consumer here. We're doing good with Amazon here too. Now we just got to hit the international market. So you can see with international shipments, tons of paperwork, customs forms and stuff like that. So you have to have everything on point, or either customs will either just damage or throw away your shipment, or it'll get returned to you. So you don't want to lose all that money because this package going to Egypt alone is $230, and that's like a good discounted rate with DHL. So it can get confusing, especially with Egypt. Egypt is tough because a lot of times you have to have there's certain restrictions on getting, especially powdered dietary supplements in there. So you got to make sure everything's registered and stuff like that. And the receiver needs to register all the products before it gets there. So it's been like 2 weeks since we've been working on this, but hopefully this gets through. Fingers crossed. So that's it for the day. Now, one thing I've been doing, and I want to do more and stay consistent with, is running after work. So I want to go for 3 times a week, about 1.5 miles to 2 miles every day. I honestly just do it around this business park. Go all the way down there, all the way across. It's like the whole lap is about a 1/4 mile. So try to do like 6-7 laps each time. That's my goal. It's hard to start up with running again. You know, I see why people, can't stay consistent with weightlifting, especially if they don't like it. See, I love it, and I've never had trouble consistently doing it since I started it when I was 13. Running is something I've never really enjoyed that much. Never stayed consistent with it, but I'm going to start doing it a lot more because big goal for me, start staying in shape a lot more. I know Nick's been running a lot lately. I'm not going to be doing crazy stuff like marathons, but I see Nick, I see my mom, I even see my dad. My parents are in really good shape. They don't go crazy with weightlifting, but they do things like body pump class, running. I think that's, a key to, long-term health, long-term just staying in good shape. So it's not all about just lifting as much weight as possible. So I want to start doing this more and more. I'm going to do it tonight. Get that little runner's high, that endorphin release. So I'm going to do that. See you guys in the morning. It's Friday morning right now. I'm taking a hot bath because this is what I do when I have a really bad migraine. So I thought I was feeling better yesterday. Woke up this morning and just feel awful. So 10 straight days, honestly consistent migraines. Never really had this sickness before, but it started on the last day of Nick's ruck march. So I don't know why I'm feeling like this, but I just want to take care of it. I'm went into work this morning and just sick of it. So this is what I do. Hot bath, lay in my bed naked for an hour. I'm telling you, it works every time. Been doing it for years. And it gets rid of the migraine, so it's gonna be the last day of being sick. I'm telling you, that works every time. I feel amazing right now. Woke up, felt awful. Might be a sinus infection, but hot bath, laying in my bed naked. It's just that hot to cold. Get that AC, sleep for a while. Feel great right now. So want to finish up this video with some business tips. Before that, we got our sweatshirt sample in. It's just the, there's no logo on it or anything, but we're going to put the Bare Performance logo on. I think we're going to do like the adventure tee style, so we're going to do that on a sweatshirt. People were asking for sweatshirts. We don't do a ton of clothing. We only have like 2 main regular t-shirt designs right now. We'll probably do a baseball tee and a sweatshirt later on, but this winter is going to be the sweatshirt. But want to do a little business 3 tips that we've seen, going through our growth right now. We're in like stage 4 of the business. And what I've seen the last couple months, always like to give you guys, business tips, information, stuff like that. I feel like that's why sometimes people watch me. Nick always offers it as well. But some of the stuff that we've been noticing lately, 3 big things to really scale and keep growing. One main one is building our email list. So when you're on a website, a company asks you to subscribe, you're giving them your email. That's huge for a company because they can have your email, send you marketing letters, flyers, stuff like that, email blasts. The bigger we can get that list, the better it is and the more you can grow. So before we didn't really worry about that. We didn't realize, I think, how important it is. And then over the last 5 or 6 months, you realize how important that is, especially if you're a company and you ever want to go to sell as an internet company. The person that's looking to buy your company will definitely take a look at your email list, how big it is, how much value it's worth, stuff like that. That's a huge asset for an e-commerce platform. So that's one of the big things we're taking on right now. We're putting a lot of money into it, getting new apps for email apps and stuff like that, and trying to decipher emails, who we should target for certain emails and whatnot. The second one that I've noticed lately is just reinvesting into your company. So I think it's hard for a lot of people if they see bigger numbers coming in, with your business each month and stuff like that. And it's probably hard for them not to take a huge salary or a huge cut out of it. But I think what the most important thing is when you're in that stage is putting a lot of that money back into the business. You can do more products, buy more inventory, buy more quantity at a more discounted rate from the manufacturer, things like that. Rather than, I think a lot of people are in the supplement, not just the supplement company, but a lot of industries, just for the quick buck. You'll see it with how they make products that are sketchy products that the ingredients might go banned soon. They'll put it out there so they can make a quick buck because they know people buy it if it's gone soon. We're in it for the longevity and the sustainability, and I think people see that. So putting all the money back in, a lot of the money back into it right now, rather than paying ourselves tons of money, I think that's key. Especially, your time comes eventually where you're going to be making really good money. But I think right now when you're scaling, it's good to put most of that money back into the business to do other ventures and keep growing it. And then the third one is having multiple revenue streams. So not just solely relying on our website, which we did before, which most people are going to probably start out like that. But our website, direct to consumer, is how we have always started it. That's how we have always sold. And then recently, I believe 4 months ago, we started Amazon Prime. So Amazon Prime's so key now because pretty much any supplement company used to be able to do Amazon. Turn this music off. Some 2 Chainz. So any company pretty much used to be able to do, I believe, Amazon Prime. And then recently they made it more difficult for companies to get into it. So they had a $3,000 fee to stay on or come on board, and you also had to be asked. So it's more of exclusive for companies to be on Prime now, and it's huge because our sales team at Amazon really wants us to be doing a lot of volume eventually, 200, 300, 400 orders in a single day. So we have those 2 platforms, and then the other 2, retail shops, wholesale websites in the US, and then also international distributors. So that's what we're working on now. So once you get those on top of your direct-to-consumer sales, that's what's really big. So that's what we're really going for right now, focusing on. And I know, it's all about patience. It's going to take time. So, maybe it takes a couple weeks to get one distributor here, and then it'll keep taking. It's not all going to happen at one time. So over years, just slowly building that client list up, and that's huge. So I know a lot of supplement companies too solely rely pretty much on wholesale and don't have any direct-to-consumer sales. So it's good that we always have that kind of in our backbone, a strong direct-to-consumer, and just slowly sprinkle in the wholesale accounts, and especially the international distributors, because that's where a lot of people, I think, like our stuff. Australia, Singapore, stuff like that. It's just tough for them to get it because shipping's so expensive. So those are just 3 tips where our business is at right now, but that's going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoy this one, and I'll see you in the next one.